What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Showtime. This is Blaze King, and we're back for Bad Girl, and it looks like we might be continuing off the end of the last episode, because it looks like she's still, more or less in what would be a sleep or home attire. So, by the expression, it has to do with the body pillow incident. So, let's get to it after I do the whole. It's highly appreciative if you let the video run through, let me get the watch time, hit the like button, subscribe, and all that kind of good stuff, as well as, of course, leave a comment for anything that might enter your head. Because all that stuff is supposedly good for the algorithm, at the least on TikTok and the bamboons. Now, that said, let's get into it. Yep, it's continuing off the end of the last episode. Don't play stupid. And she was listening the whole fucking time, I guess. It's going into the intro. What do you mean don't call you by your first name? Like, y'all are friendly. Okay. But I do want to rewind since we're, on the penultimate episode of the season. Other than, 2 episodes, why did they even exist, really? Yeah! That looks slightly less weird than having one. Also, are we not going to cover what happened with that poster? Are we just going to leave that unanswered? The fact that it seems like it literally got spirited away? No? Okay. No, she didn't ask me to look after them. She just kind of threw them in here. Yep, basically selling her out. Don't lie to that extent. Actually, that's a good question. Is that legal where they are? Because, there are some states in America that it is legal to hurt people who bother you on your property. So, are there some places in Japan where that's allowed? Wait, what do you mean play here? Bitch, I just woke up because y'all were being loud and I had to scorn you. What the fuck? She wears makeup? Well, I guess in the anime it's kind of hard to tell when people do and don't wear makeup. Okay, correction. It's easy when it's bimbo-esque makeup. It's very easy. Or the Gyaru chick in season 1 of Dandadan. Then it's kind of obvious. Again, I will thank the artist that they didn't do that to her in season 2 because she got more screen time. Oh. That was not a good look. If it was another type of anime or something, sure. But it's supposed to have, the slice of life school vibe to it, so that was a lot. Nationality, heritage, whatever, I don't give a fuck. It was a lot. What is my point again? Oh yeah. Suzu looks just fine as she is. And, the fact she's even half considering letting them stay there is mostly for Yu's sake. Because she doesn't want to, offend her friend and love interest. See, that'll get you bonus points, you. See? Bonus points. And that's kind of a valid thought process, too. The way she just kind of smirked out loud. That's not even onomatopoeia. That's literally just saying an action. Hey, listen. I'm sure Suzu wouldn't mind that, but, not in the living room. Oh. Yeah. Also, the finger motions, I don't think that, hell. Also, saying fun toy makes that even weirder. I hope Suzu catches on to what she's trying to say, because the level of degeneracy that comment could come across as. I don't think, hurting somebody to the level of death is a good gamble while playing a video. Okay, well, maybe it is, depending on what you're doing. There are a lot of those things that are offshoots of, the Saw style, death games. That's you two, play this game. The loser gets hit with the pew-pew. Phrasing. Yeah, and that might be your plan, but probably Suzu, who's probably going to end up touching Atori a little bit instead of you. What did I say? Now, no, not the old fucking Looney Tunes style eyes popping out. I didn't even notice that when I paused it. I just kind of knew that my assumption was correct. And just... Oh, that's incredible. Honestly. Like, keep doing what y'all doing. I love when comedy actually, like, makes us remember what happened when we were kids. Hey. You might not be the one touching her, but you are getting a free show. So, like, there's that. Okay, but again, I feel like Atori is doing it on purpose just to fuck with Suzu because of what she saw earlier, and maybe also fuck with you a little bit as well. Well, yeah, but that's not quite what you wanted. Bitch is gonna fall down right on top of Suzu, isn't she? Okay, maybe not quite what I thought. Now she's going Bianca Belair on this bitch. How do you turn from tail whipping people, basically, to having your top over your eyes? Unless Suzu did that on purpose, which I could understand. But again, at least in Yu's case, she's getting a show. As are we this time. Anyway. Well, this way you won't hurt anybody. The way she just immediately was like, nah, this is the best option, actually. Plus, this way she doesn't have to, like, do any tricks to try and touch Atori. It's just kind of happening. Because when she was trying her tricks, that did not go as planned. Now, no question about it. Suzu. Hey, yo? No, it is not enough. Matter of fact, time begins now, and it stops when I leave. The way you were so amused back there, though. Like, it's not jealousy at the current point. She's just genuinely amused. This is gonna be a while, isn't it? Okay. Like, the maid outfit, I understand. The magical girl bit, sure, I kind of understand. But the rest of it? You know, why'd I have to have that thought? Because, like, at first, I'm kind of, like, in the direction of it's kind of like, again, Watanare. You know, Ajisai had this weird kinky stuff about her going on, which kind of pertains to, you know, the bottle or the, like, cap. But, the recorder? Why is my mind going to American Pie? Am I that much of an well, also, yes. Of a degenerate? Okay. And no, I'm not referring to the obvious. Because that is its own level of degeneracy that we've already seen Atori, like, open up about. She really is, though. She finally won one. However, it probably wasn't Atori that came in third, was it? It was probably you. Yeah, about that. Like, you've been a pain in her ass for the last 2 hours, and you have the affections of her best friend and love interest. So... Oh, so she's wearing the maid outfit now. Okay, so speaking of degeneracy, y'all are gonna have to probably give me a pass here. Honestly, Rue wore it better. Still good. Not quite as, you know, degenerate as I thought I'd be on it, but that also is me, like, assuming the artist would, like, be full with it. Because I feel like the artist has been kind of, like, up and down with sizes. And maybe that's for the best. Okay, what did I just say about sizes? Yeah, the artist knows what they're doing. Like, making it not that bad in the first picture, and then doubling down in this one. And when I say double, I do mean double. Say the line. Come on, Bart! Say the line! Also, I'm surprised neither of them is holding their phone to take a picture of this moment. This probably has at least 4 million copies on Google somewhere. So you is probably about to just crumble. Or is Suzu also going to be affected? And she's surprised that they're both reacting like that. Okay, but understandable. But also the fact it's even putting Suzu to that kind of reaction. I meant to laugh at her. But why is this actually working? I mean, hey, it worked for you too, but also you're the one admitting that. Of course she's going to use this chance to be smug about it. Deservedly so, but also... Suzu should have taken her chance. She missed it. Though she also might hit Atori now. But she's not wrong, and you know it. You's not even here right now. Like, she checked out. Like, the minute the M word came out of your mouth, she checked out. She's not in there. Like, the lights are on, but nobody's home. And then they just grope the titty. Or are they trying to find a heartbeat? You know, the lights are on. She's gone. She's just... Every sense of her being and willpower is just gone. There is no Yatori. There is just a husk. I was going to use the word a horny husk, but I think that's even too less of a degree than is actually happening here. Oh. Yep. She gone. Well, that's the series finale. See you later, guys. The daily grind while still making content. See, let me point out two immediate problems to that. Number one being a teenage girl on her own in the woods. Again, this is one of those, if you're in America, don't. Second thing being, she's still only going to get comments about her boobs. Well, I wouldn't say those are evil spirits. I'll come back to the word horny spirits, though. Because, I guess you brought the Mizutori's little sister a present involving the form of her bigger sister's Dakimura. It does. And again, I repeat, if you're in America, don't. Because listen, like there are a few countries that you could probably do that and like be perfectly safe and get away with it. If you were a teenage girl in America going camping, either have, at least one other person present or some sort of pew-pew. Because that is not a safe decision. And then they ain't just saying things because of, like, the things that my agenda are constantly accused of that will correct 70% of the time. Yeah. But also because, listen, y'all have seen fucking movies like Friday the 13th and, all that kind of thing. While the fucking level of immortality people like Jason have aren't real, the very severe harm a lot of people could just randomly instill on somebody is. Yeah, it's exactly what I said. Whoop pie? Thank you. Where's one a little bit? Ow. You are already hugging a body pillow. Do you need to go for, like, hugging an imaginary person is like a lower level than hugging a body pillow. Like, there's depression and being weird, and I'm pretty sure that's about into that category together. Like, again, a body pillow, a lot of people use body pillows. Some of us use Dakimuras. But, like, that's like a level of weirdness above that. and a level of necessity underneath. In the weirdo versus bear situation, I kind of understand her. Also, like, I can kind of understand imagining, a person to hug you in that kind of way, like they said a moment ago. In a way that, like, I don't know, maybe if you're, like, psychic, like Momo or something, you'd actually have that pair of arms, like, hug you or something, but otherwise, you're just kind of being weirder than necessary. Which, on topic for a pair of arms to hug you in return, those, like, boyfriend arms they used to sell back in, like, 2007, those were fucking weird. Don't know what I'm talking about? Google it. Or look up a YouTube video of, like, old products that were just very weird. There's a lot of them out there. A lot of those products are, like, weirder than the stuff we have now. Like, a plastic molding for egg-shaped ice cubes. Yeah, that's totally what they were. Please tell me she's not actually going to imagine somebody to give her a hug while she's alone in the woods. Of course she is. Just don't try to hug the fire. Well, because, like a lot of people, you seem to have a crush on you. When did they leave their little session? And two, how long have they been standing there listening to her? Also, unrelated to this specific case because she knows them, if two people say that kind of thing to you and you don't know them, don't listen to them. Because that also could end up in some very, like, Dahmer situations. Both of them just no holding back, no hesitation, admitting it. Nah, we're good. Offensive. I bit my tongue. Sorry, I just realized I would have had to say something to make sure I can pause it. So, one, I X'd it out, though I did get to the next scene, and I still very heavily X'd it out, but also, does that mean it's enjoyable? Honestly, though, she's got a good point, though. Like, being a good cook can help if you get recognition to that point. Now, the unfortunate part is trying to learn how to cook while also not eating a lot of different things yourself. This is part of why, like, it wouldn't be bad to have somebody in my life who, would be willing to try some stuff I do. Make sure I can get it down right and cook for other people in the future if by some miracle, like, I don't just, and I actually do find a girlfriend or something. Alright. Good for her. She knows what she's doing. Okay, see, the bigger question of that is, does that mean she was training to cook like that since she was a baby? Because, like, if she's the little sister, isn't she only, like, 15? So, like, did she start training cooking from the womb? Then again, I guess, a lot of people you call that in question for. Fucking Gordon Ramsay was a 5-star Michelin chef by the time he was, like, in his 20s, I'm pretty sure. So man must have been fucking mentally training in the womb or something. Yeah. Okay, the vagueness of that statement is gonna freak Rue out. Okay, now, here's a question I shouldn't have to ask, but knowing how she works, did you name it after your sister because she inspires you? Or because it's one of the ingredients? What is one of the ingredients? I feel I shouldn't have to ask that either. Again, I feel like you shouldn't have to ask that. Another, I shouldn't have to ask this question. What does that mean? In small doses! You know what? Sure, let's take a gamble before she probably explains it. What is it made out of? Like, is it made out of sweat that this bitch has collected? Is it made out of her bathwater? Which, to be fair, content creators fucking sold their bathwater. So it's not like that would be the weirdest thing to involve in something like this. Is it like collected saliva from miscellaneous drinks she's had laying around? Or is it D, all of the above? Are they both unconscious now because they did drink some of that? You didn't kill Rue, did you? Okay, that change of expression, though, between looks like she's ready to kill someone if she didn't already, to overjoyed and happy. Okay, so whatever it is, it worked, kinda, sorta, because that is the exact same level of energy that her sister portrays. Oh no. Oh no, did she get hit by it too? Oh, she got hit by the opposite. What the fuck? Okay, no, but like, I relate with 3 of the 5 things she just said. You know, being worthless, not having friends, and being mocked. Like, I relate to that. Now, granted, I don't get mocked by the people on, like, the red and the black platforms a lot, which, highly surprising from the black platform. Like, the black platform is filled with a lot of degenerates. Like, more than the red platform, or even the red it platform. In general, yes. Will you admit it? Probably not. She really is having a hard time with it, and you got the sister on your shoulder, like, what about my sister? She just lulled. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've heard Atori, do that as well. So, well, she was having that thought herself earlier anyway, so at least she's getting to do it. Okay, but like, why did it cause her to be happy? Then again, she's already like a Mizatori, so like getting the proper effects from her sister's essence, as weird as that is to say out loud, might have had the proper effect on her. And Rue the opposite, I guess? Or maybe it's like a jealousy thing? And now she's starting to smell something familiar. Again, that sounds fucking weird. Yeah, she recognizes it. Okay, is this just basically the writer's version of what happens when 3 lesbians do drugs in the woods? Huh. Come on. Honestly, though, with this cutaway bit, I feel like it would have been appropriate just to put Rue in her outfit as well. Because she has the job. But also, here's the question of who wore it better. Like, we know my answer. But what's yours? Okay. I have several questions. That was not one of them. Okay, I have more questions now. Okay, you know, I shouldn't be more curious about what the contents of that vial is, but now I think I'm more curious. Rue is in the freezer. Don't worry about it. You'll find her in the next 1 hour and 27 minutes. That's how long it took for Hangover to find Ken Jong-un, right? Okay, listen, I don't think I've ever seen a cake stuck in a tree, but... Guys, what? Come on. Yeah, okay, but like... That's even weirder than the other one ending up prostrating herself. Then again, I guess in a way she's prostrating herself too. I mean... Okay, see, now she's thinking in the style that I was referring to earlier. Though in more of a cutesy way. Because, like, we all know that there's a certain line of art based off from, you know, people getting stuck. And I think that's kind of the mindset they were going for here. And neither of them are going to say shit. Yeah, like, she probably wanted you to touch her butt, but not like this. Again, there are certain arts that they were probably trying to have people consider with this. And they're not doing a very good job at hiding that. Pretty sure that's the most defined her lips have been the entire season. What is she supposed to do while trying to help you out of that position? Honestly, though, that's gotta be the worst thing for somebody like her. Like, this is in the most literal way possible, though. Like, if you're a woman, could you imagine having not only a fat front, but fat back, and you get, like, drunk or on some kind of drug, and that happens to you? You literally cannot get out of that position yourself without hurting yourself. Because if you try to pull backward, your boobs will like hit the bottom of the tree and just pull and pull and pull, and that'll hurt. If you try to go forward and like roll out of it, your cheeks might squish, but A, could tear whatever pants you're wearing, and B, could tear your ass up, and not in the fun way. I don't think that's what she meant. The way she's just like, this is worse. Oh, hey, they eventually figured it out, and none of her clothes got damaged. That's the biggest surprise. Again, for the women in back. Is it common knowledge to know that you're supposed to go to higher ground when you're lost in the woods instead of following the river? Because I'm pretty sure it's not. I could be wrong, though. Bonus points if, you know, similarly Asian schoolgirl wants to give their opinions on that. Like, I don't know if those kind of people watch my content at all. I don't have, like, enough track record to notice that on my analytics, but clearly those would be the more specific ones that could give an opinion to that. Because I imagine it's a 100% no from American schools. See, even they're questioning it. It is not common knowledge for high school girls these days. Yeah, that is what I thought. But hey, again, my question stands for... Okay, I know it's a nose, but what the fuck is that own-a-hole looking creator? Is it the thing that she mentioned like several times over? Was that creature just something the author wanted people to be more aware of? Because I don't think I've ever seen that creature other than the like few times they've mentioned it in this show. Why does that thing look like the one engine on Zenless Zone Zero? Now what the fuck is her ADHD ass doing? Yeah. And now you're looking at it like, well, since I rejected her offer to wash it off, I just realized. Indirect kiss. How lewd. What'd I say? The little sister's gonna either knock it out of her hands or take it from her first, right? Aw. Hi, Bambi. Yeah, honestly, I thought Atori was the fucking Snow White of this show. What the hell? Oh, or are these all the animals that, like, met up with you before and now they're gonna help rescue them? Yeah, of course they were. Okay, though, if the one superpower that can come out having no friends is understanding a warthog, it's not a bad superpower, especially if you can understand other things too. You know, like, even if it's just other pig-related animals. You know, again, I get it. I do. Literally what I said before about them having the similar thing what happened to you and Atori in episode, was it 2 or 3 of the season, when they got lost in the woods and had to make their way back to their classmates. The praising. Oh no. Someone did record it. Or is it from when she was doing the stream while high? Yeah. Yeah, it was. Who even uploaded that? I mean, I know it was on stream, but like, you'd think she would be able to like know that a clip was uploaded. Hey, that's a bonus though. If your subscriber count goes up for something like that, that's a W. Like, honestly, I see all these things about people doing like really crazy shit and really stupid shit and getting millions of subscribers because of it. And like, honestly, I might just add a third niche just to do the dumbest shit in the world to try and get subscribers. Because apparently it works. I mean, shit, look at all the fucking $1 million people that have spawned from YouTube because they're just not too bright up here. it's a good exchange, really, because like people will forget about the most embarrassing part if you like do better in the future. So like that being your starting point isn't a bad thing, except for the handful of people that'll remember you. After credits comedy bit. Hold on, after announcing some kind of spiritual. Damn, the way she announces she has a new friend, and this is what the comments look like. I feel like I'd be in a similar position. Especially with that bottom thing, because like I'm convinced that like friends, relationships, that kind of thing, are all just like figments of people's imaginations. Or is it? We need proof. Damn, and she's offended that they're being nice to her instead. Yeah, honestly, that's the kind of thing that's unfortunate. Like wanting the attention and then just hating it because it's like too much. Like, bitch, make up your mind. See, this is the level of furry that's okay. Very cute art. Not gonna give it as much praise as Rue last episode because, well, the difference is clear. But also, still very cute art. Like, the artist always does a bang up job at the end. And honestly, I cannot wait to see what the final one is going to be in the next episode. Because I would hope the artist for the final episode will go like above and beyond in either the cute or the hot area. Anyway, as for the episode at hand, what even happened? Was the beginning half when that? Yeah, okay. That entire thing was something, all right. Between like you opening up about those are her body pillows. She just made a complete lie and ass out of Suzu and said that she made a mistake and too many got ordered and that Suzu wanted one. And it's like, watch it. And it comes down to her wearing a maid outfit and the fucking ears, not those ears, but in general, and the fucking everything else. Again, I'm not even gonna talk about a few of those things. But still, who wore the maid outfit better? I'm going to include Rue in this one because, well, she has the job at the maid cafe, so it kind of counts. And the above all for that? Yeah, I might have to give the above all to Atori. But anyway, speaking of Rue, though, it was neat that, she was able to make friends with the little sister and with you a little bit more. It's just, yeah, unfortunate that had to happen with that clip going viral. But hey, it got her subscribers, and that's what people like us want anyway, right? Right. But you can let me know your thoughts about anything that went down in the episode in the comment section down below, because it does help me out immensely. Well, below to the side, wherever the fuck your comment section might be. Subscribe, hit the like button, or subscribe, follow, depending on where you are. Subscribe to the review, or to the gaming channel. Ring both bells like Facebook, follow, turn on Blue Sky, keep updated with things. TikTok, Patreon, get the full in-ad visuals and audio stuff I upload over there, or here, or I used to, or, sorry, I was in old outro mode. Bamboon's a cuck now, and Patreon definitely gets the episodes in full, and Bamboon only gets them in part. Follow Twitch, subscribe for benefits, can do so Twitch Prime for free, helps me out immensely for the temporary. The YouTube for the long term, or at least it should, but Bamboon. Playlist, video. Until next time, Ben the Blaze Gang, sign out, ta for now. Peace.